Joining us on set, Brendan Ahern. He is Chief Investment Officer at KraneShares. Do you have any hot take on what the hell's going on here?
Well, I think we need an offer.
I'm trying to come up with some genius questions that make me look smart, but all I know to ask is about the market action and let the market tell the story. And the story right now is not good.
No, not at all. Particularly, I mean, we have to remember that 2/3 of global equity market cap is in U.S. stocks. China is less than 3%. So the pain here is really felt by U.S. and global investors who, after a 16-year bull market, are very, very exposed to U.S. stocks. Obviously, U.S. economically is really going to suffer under tariffs. The Walmarts, the Home Depots, Costco's, these import cheap stuff from China. It has no value to make it here. To build it here would have a big environmental consequence.
Yeah, so why are you guys being sold off then?
I think it's a knee-jerk reaction because of the geopolitical. It doesn't make any sense. KWEB has basically zero revenue exposure to the United States. So just because there's China in the name, it's getting puked up. But the end reality is the companies in KWEB have no exposure, and they're going to be beneficiaries where China's actually doing something that the Trump administration wants, which is they're focusing more on domestic consumption. And they've been stimulating, but you're going to see an acceleration of that stimulus. It could happen at any moment's notice that they pull the bazooka again, as we saw in September of last year. It's definitely coming. They need to offset weakness in exports with domestic consumption.
And I guess the fear, if I had to speculate, and I'm going to speculate, is that a lot of companies in China make their living by making stuff there. They sell it to us. Tariffs get put on. China, they sell less to us, thus you bring down earnings, thus you bring down the market. How much of those types of export-heavy companies are in the KWEB?
I mean,
versus domestic? Zero.
And so
the KWEB is all domestic China.
It's domestic China.
The tariffs won't hurt domestic China because they don't really, I hate to say it, folks, they don't really buy much of our stuff.
No.
It's about the GDP of the state of Nebraska. Total for China.
Oh, I mean, Washington State because of Boeing, Texas because of LNG and oil, and certainly the Midwest because of
energy is untariffed, by the way.
Correct. So I think there's an opportunity. I actually think there's an opportunity for an off-ramp. I think the push on the TikTok, another 75-day stay, as well as you have China's actually doing what President Trump said, which is raise domestic consumption, and they're actually spoke about that today. We just haven't seen the actual measures. And so I think that allows for this potential off-ramp, more dialogue. Maybe it's someone like Elon Musk, a trusted advisor who knows both sides. Maybe it's Larry Fink, Ray Dalio. Maybe it's Tim Cook, someone who knows both sides.
Tim was just there. And Ray Dalio, by the way, is a guest on Squawk Box tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. You see how I just threw that tease
very nicely done.
Brendan just threw that tease right in there. Brendan Ahern, KWEB, making some sense. Thank you very much.